Shalom. European Union plans to open its doors this summer to the U.S. tourists whom have been vaccinated against the 19. The New York Times reported, citing the head of the bloc's executive body, the change, which would come under certain conditions, would end the bloc's more than 1 year ban of non-essential travel for most countries to limit the spread of the 19. The latest move came after the huge progress of the U.S. vaccinations and talks advanced on both sides of proof of immunity for visitors, allowing the governing body of the bloc to recommend a change in policies, according to the newspaper. Americans, as far as I can see, use European Medicine Agency approved vaccines. Ursula von der Leyen, president of the European Commission, was cited by the paper as saying they will enable free movement and the travel to the European Union.
American tourists who have been fully vaccinated against COVID-19 will reportedly be able to visit the European Union over this summer. In an interview with the New York Times, European Commission head Ursula von der Leyen says the US uses vaccines approved by the bloc's health regulator, which will enable travel to the EU.
Shalom. We're going to praise Yahweh Shem Yoshua Bashem Rakakadash. The honors to the elders and apostles, GMS groups and ones alike teach 100% truth. Shalom Barakathum to them. And Kahal Yahweh Yahweh Shem Yoshua Bashem Rakakadash. And give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yoshua Bashem Rakakadash. It relates to talking about the ones who have the immunization, to after the 1 year ban relating to these countries, as long as they have the immunization and the clearance, they'll be able to come, to the respective countries. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. They won't be able because of lockdowns, curfews, which plenty of states have had, and what else? It's non-essential on travel. Unless you have certain verification and proof that you're able to move to and fro. You know what I mean? So many states, some are facing another lockdowns. Some countries, you know what I mean? So that lockdown's still being reinforced, man. With the insurgent cases of India, so that lockdown is pretty imminent. It's pretty obvious. We'll go to 2nd Ezra 8 and 50. 2nd Ezra 8 and 50. For many great misery shall be done to them in the latter times. For many great misery shall be done to them in the latter times, shall dwell in the world. These miseries are happening, plagues and pestilence, man. Plagues, pestilence, famines. We having things happen all over the world, man. From pestilence, from weird weather, lockdowns, destructive weather patterns all over the world. Increased cases relating to the 19. The 2nd Ezra 8 and 50. For many great misery shall be done unto them in the latter times, shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. Like I said, because of their pride, that relates to their wickedness, man. Because of their wicked deeds and manners of what they have been done, especially the ones in power, man. That's why all these things are happening, man. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 5. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. And that's what the prophets are doing, speaking words of prophecies, man. The things that happen, and cause them that to be written in paper that are faithful and true. Fear not the incredulity against thee. We'll read that again. Fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the incredulity, which is disbelief, of them that trouble thee. Good example of that would be 2 Peter 3 and 4, man. Mockers will come after their own lust, saying, where's the promise of his coming? I guess things continue as normal. I'm going to read 3 again. Fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Because they're going to speak against this truth and knowledge, man. They're going to see, obviously, these things that's happening, but they're not going to take heed to it. You know what I mean? There's a scripture talks about even when these evils grow upon, they're not going to change, man. They're going to still continue on, man. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, and that's what's going to happen. That's the majority of the population of people. They're going to die in their unfaithfulness, their disbelief, so they're going to die in that, man. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plague upon the world, the sword, the famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled, man. And that's why all these things are happening, man. Because the ones in power, man. Because of their wicked deeds, their exceedingly wicked deeds, they're corrupted and polluted this world, man. So the consequence of these plagues have to come upon them, man. Of the whole multitude of nations of people, man. Second Ezra 9, and the verse I was thinking about was let me see if this is the right chapter. Shalakia is 2nd Ezra 16. Second Ezra 16 and 20. For all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness. So they're not going to turn from their wickedness, even when these things are happening, man. You got plagues and pestilence. You got destructive weather patterns. They're not even considering. They're blinded to the things that's obviously happened in this society. So they're not going to try to turn from their ways or repent. You know, even when these things are in the midst of them, man. But for all these things they shall not turn from the wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. And the scourges are those tools for punishment, man, relating to different forms of judgments that's being sent forth. Like that arrow, man. That arrow is that form of judgment, and it's not going to go back. You know what I mean? It's not going to go back to the one who sent it, man. It's going to go to fulfill its purpose. It's just like that bullet, man. You know what I mean? That bullet's going to go to wherever it's designed to go to, man. So that's that bullet and the arrow of judgment, man. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor always be mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth, and they shall think themselves to be in a good case. Are they going to think themselves to be in a good case? Everything look like it's trying to get back to normal optically. Everything looks normal. For example, here in America, go to work, do different things. Everything looks cool. You know, the mindset is the like everything is usual mindset. But not realizing stuff might not be going on here on that level like that, but in other places it is. We'll read that again. Behold, victuals shall be good, shall be so good cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in a good case. Even then shall the evils grow upon the earth, the sword, the famine, great confusion, for example. When they say peace and safety, then sudden what? Destruction comes, man, because they underestimate the times that they're really in. You know what I mean? They're not measuring the times diligently in itself, man, because they're not considering that by measuring the times relating to scriptures, prophecies is unraveling, unfolding right in front of their eyes, man. So they're not going to consider the possibility of these things, man. Neither do they care to. Now, this is just a few scriptures relating to that. That basically is relating to if you have the immunization, the verification relating to, you can be able to go back into them as far as visitors, U.S. visitors going to these countries, as long as you have the proper documentations that you were pretty much immunization, then you be able to, go to and fro. And that's just something quick, Shalakia, on the, the scattering. But I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yashab Bashem Rakakadash, the waterfulness. I hope it helps in some way to someone. Shalom. Thanks.